Salute, salute, salute. All my generals, all my lions, all my real men, all my queens, all my princesses, all my lionesses. Let's get into this. Lions and men. Trivos. Salute to all the trivos, all the trinis. Everybody gang banging, planting that flag. Everybody trying to be positive, doing what they got to do, living a constructive life. To all the citizens also. First time of y'all on here, please hit the subscribe, like and share, notification bell. Providing y'all with nothing but accurate details on events that took place while I was incarcerated in Rikers Island and in other facilities. Plus, we're keeping you in tune with what's going on the current events in the streets and in prison systems and in the hip-hop world. But I'm not really too crazy on the hip-hop thing. I'm not going to be one of the YouTubers talking crazy about rappers and all that. That's not how I give it up. So anyway, let's get into it. C-74, Rikers Island, is a very violent, very fucked up institution, a very crazy facility. That's adolescents. OBCC, that's adults. It's another very violent facility. It's all on Rikers Island, but that's where the adults is at. Once you hit 19, they send you to the adults. Then you got the Beacon, Bloody Beacon they used to call it. OBCC is all boy. Oh boy. C-74 is a 4-builder, adolescent at war. The West facility was the Wild Wild West. Nigga, Wild Wild West facility. Oh man? So on and so on. So forth and so forth. Right now, the game is the same, but the players done changed. Feel me? So, I was speaking on that K-Flock situation. Salute to the twin. That news got to me through somebody that contacted me, reached out. I'm still waiting for him to call me back. Apparently he got packed up. They packed up the house. So once he gets situated, I'll be hearing from the twin. But at the end of the day, I've spoken to others, and like I told you, it's more than one person that I'm in contact with in Rikers Island right now. And at the end of the day, you know what I mean, unfortunately, Flock got some beef with some dudes that hold a lot of weight in prison, and that's the trinitarios. The trivos is deep in jail, man. Now, when I was on the island a couple of months ago, I was in the 3 building, 6 building, right? And they had just opened up that building, right? They had just opened up that building. And they was making a reception. So you bounce around. Eventually, in the house that I was in, there was only one trivo in the whole house. But right before I got there was a couple. It was like 4 of them. But they ended up getting in a riot, and they was one of the, you know what I mean, the bunch they got packed up and sent out the spot. So they got moved to another spot. So in the house that I was at was predominantly Bloods, you know what I mean, and some neutrals and shit like that. But in other houses it was different. Right across from me I was the only king in that house. Right across from me, it was like 2, 3 bros over there. Only 2 or 3. But they was doing their thing. They was over there, and there was some trivos over there also. You know what I'm saying? And there was some homies over there, but not a lot. It was only like 2 homies over there on the other side. So depending on where you at, shit is different is my point. So Flock ended up landing in some spot where maybe he was comfortable in the beginning, but then when he got transferred, he ended up going to another house. Some shit happened. He alright. I ain't hear nothing about he ain't get cut or nothing like that. But, you know, the word is out there, you know, son definitely, you know, got some problems with some serious people. Fortunately for him now, because of the incident and because of him, since he's been there like how long now? A month or some shit like that? Maybe more. How long he's been there? A couple months? I'm not sure. But now they know who he is. See, corrections did not automatically know who the fuck or what the fuck a K-Flock is, because they're not on that drill rap shit. If you're not Drake, nigga, you're not this, you're not that. You know what I mean? They ain't know who the fuck, but eventually they start knowing who the fuck you is, because everywhere you go, obviously a lot of people do know who he is. I guess a lot of youngins though, mostly. You know what I mean? Mostly the youngins. A lot of old heads ain't gonna know who the fuck he is. But a lot of young heads is. So, now they know who he is. And, well, I heard he in PC now. So all that Gen Pop shit is a wrap. Like, he can't be in pop, he can't live in population no more. So now he's in PC West facility, basically PC here, and that's where they put all the COVID people at too. So, you know, I hope he on his den and he on his 1-2s, because motherfuckers in there is sick. Everybody in West facility, that's a fucked up. I mean, it's comfortable, believe it or not. if he's exactly where I think he's at. That used to be CMC. But that was a spot where, bro, it's all in your cell. You got the phone and the TV, your bed. It's a Pepsi glass spot. It's almost like, oh yeah, I want to say luxury, bro. That's where they used to have the CMC niggas at, yeah. I had my brief stint there. So that's where he's at right now. And then that's in West Facility, and he's on complete lockdown now. So, you know, salute to him and his peoples. I hope, I mean, his situation works itself out. You feel me? Now I'm gonna get into a whole story about my boy Benny Blanco. You know what I mean? My boy Benny Blanco. Blanco was an official trinitarios dude. My son Blanco was with me, and old boy, when I blew trial. I got sentenced to 12 years. Bam! I'm sick. Bro. I get sentenced. After I blow trial, you know, the sentencing date was like 2 to 3 weeks later. My court date comes up to get sentenced. They got all the way to 15 years is what I could get. 7 is my minimum. The bitch hit me with 12. So, I get back to the house at OBCC, right? My son Blanco there, we got the phone, you know what I mean? We got the jack. And in that house, it was literally like only like 2 bros. And Psycho was there. Salute to Psycho. And Nene, I think his name was, or Nino. I remember, son. He was a humble, good dude. He wasn't like alive. He wasn't on it like the way I was on it, but he was an official dude. You feel me? And, you know, Psycho was a bozo. But anyway, he was still bro. So we got the jack, you know what I'm saying? And that house that I was at was in the annex. So it's a couple of jacks. It's like 3-4 jacks in there, bro. So we got one of the jacks, and you got the homies got one, and boom, boom, boom. Some dude come through when I go to get sentenced, right? And he a known nigga, right? So he just came from one crib, and he blood. But he got into some shit in the house that he was at with his own homies. So he lands in my house. I think I was in 13 block. And when he lands in my spot, I'm at court. The nigga sidekick was there, right? And my son, sidekick was neutral, and my son Blanco, my son Benny Blanco was there in the house. And the 2 bros, Nene and Psycho, was like in programs or in school or some shit when this dude get there. So they wasn't even in. So when I get to the crib, well, anyway, hold on. So, well, yeah. So when son get to the house, son stepped to the side to find out what's up with the jacks. A lot of the homies was basically saying like the slot time on that phone was already lined up. Boom, boom, boom. For some reason, these niggas sent it to our phone. Sent him. Like, yo, or he asked, I don't know, because I wasn't there for that initial conversation, that initial dialogue that he had with them niggas in that house. But son went out his way. I guess he thought niggas was soft, and he went to press, you know, Blanco on these niggas, like for slot time. And that's respected. That's how it is. That's how this shit works. You want to get on the phone, you got to, you know what I mean, let your shit. But the problem was like, yo, that niggas already got a blood phone. So that was the shit that, the back and forth started between Blanco and Sidekick and these niggas. So now, wow, this is what I heard when I got back, because I wasn't there when this happened. As soon as I got back, I'm already seeing what's, I'm going to tell y'all what happened when I got back and what I saw. So, basically, son, pops off, calls out Sidekick, right? So Sidekick is neutral, you know what I mean, from the Bronx. The nigga, long hair. That long hair fucked him up, bro. That's one thing, man. If you in prison, you got long hair, bro, that's a no-no. I done did a couple of niggas dirty that had long hair, twin. And that's what happened to my son's sidekick. This nigga's on there on his fucking Fabio shit. Son ended up wrapping his hand up with that hair, pulled that nigga the whatever way, and he got the best of my son. He fucked my son's sidekick up, I ain't gonna lie. So now, when he fucked my son's sidekick up, sidekick holds it down. But sidekick ain't trying to give up his phone time, you feel me? Like, nigga, I'm not giving up my nigga, fuck that. So the nigga, my son Blanco, salute to Blanco, Benny Blanco from the Bronx too. My son was 3. So my son, he stepped to do. He like, yo, listen, boom, boom, me and you now, type shit. So Blanco held it down, boom, boom, from what I heard. Like, them niggas, like, they really got it. It wasn't nobody got the best of nobody type shit. Niggas both let they nuts hang type shit, you know what I mean? So now, I get back to the house, right? All type of fights done broke out already in the house, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming back, I don't know about none of this shit. I just got sentenced to 12 motherfucking years. I'm coming back. The first thing and only thing I want to do is get on the phone, call my moms, call my family, and break the news to them that their son just got sentenced to 12 years. Because my family wasn't there at the sentencing hearing. You know what I mean? Niggas was at work, shit like that. I wanted to call my people, my wife, and let them know what happened. Instead, when I get to the crib, I'm seeing off the rip, I see Sidekick, and his whole face is lumped the fuck up, bro. Looking like Martin, my nigga, when he got beat up by Tommy the Hitman. Y'all seen that episode? My son had lumps everywhere. I'm like, yo, what the fuck happened, bro? He's like, yo, yeah, it look bad, I'm like, yeah, it look bad. I'm like, yeah, it look horrible, motherfucker. So, niggas, we go to my cell. He started letting me know who the dude was, what happened, Blanco, you know what I mean? See, these niggas was all locked down when I came back, so it was like doing count. And I'm going to, when I go to the cell to see Saka, I see this nigga all lumped up. Then I go chop it up with Blanco, everybody calling me, yo, Chulo, yo, come over here, yo, Chu, come to my cell, boom, boom. Because I'm locked out my cell. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? What's going on? I'm like, yo, I gotta get on the phone, man. So I go get on the phone and talk to my people. I already done heard all this shit about, oh, matter of fact, I'm lying. I'm freestyling. I got on the phone first. When I came back from court, I seen everybody was on lockdown. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? But I'm like, yo, maybe it's because of the count. Now it's because of the shit that popped off, right? But the first thing I do is shoot straight to the phone. I get on the phone, I talk to my people, let them know what's going on. I get off the phone, when I get off the phone, that's when everybody else start letting me know what's going on. Eventually, they let us out the cells again. As soon as they let us out the cells, I already knew that I was gonna have to put work in, because this dude is over here trying to move on the phone. I just got hit with 12 years. I'm just not with the shit right now. I know I'm going to him, man. I'm doing numbers, and I'm just feeling fucking like crazy. I'm feeling fucked up. I'm like, this is when I started really just like not giving a fuck type shit. So once I come out the cell, son is not no soft nigga, obviously. He about to smoke. You know what I mean? I'm trying to remember the nigga name. I think I want to say Smooth, but I'm not 100% on it. But anyway, he a tall, dark-skinned nigga. You know what I mean? Fit, athletic type nigga. We come out. He's over there with the homies. The nigga, what was the nigga name? Paris, I think the nigga name. He come through, he holler at me. He like, yo, True, yo, This nigga wanna holler at you, boom, boom. Now he wanna talk to me. I'm like, alright, so I go over to son. Son is in the second day room, you know what I mean, back against the wall. You know what I mean? I had a lock and a shot in one hand, you know what I mean? And I had the scalpel in the other hand. I mean, I went in, I had the hoodie on, shit was in my hoodie. Once I come out, son was there, he seen me coming. And I just reacted. And I automatically just did what I do. You know, made it hot. Jumped on the table on this nigga. I jumped on the table because it was a table in front of him and he was behind table with his back against the wall by the TV. So he was ready. He knew he wasn't trying to have his back turned to nobody. So I peeped that too. So when I peeped that, I woke up in that shit. I let the sock rock. He see I got my shit out. He pulls out his motherfucking pick. I kick the motherfucking table. The shit hit him. I jump on top of the table. I start swinging the lock in the sock. It starts getting crazy. I can't get too detailed because YouTube be hating on me. So it goes down. Son got me a couple times. One on my side. I got hit on my thigh. I mean, in my back. But nothing crazy. Like, nothing crazy. Like, all the wounds done healed up. Or they look like little dots because he had a little ice pick that he was trying to hit me with. But, you know, that lock in the sock, baby. I mean, not the lock in the sock because this is right design. The soap in the sock, bro. Let me tell you something. That shit is like a lock in the sock. You smell me? Like, when you hit somebody with that shit, it's like you got a rock in there, bro. That shit, blue. That shit splits you open, bro. You get hit with that shit, it hurts. It's gonna split shit. It's gonna hurt you bad. I found that shit out early in my bed. I found that shit out in adolescence, bro. No, fuck, I found that shit out in Spofford, bro. Lock in the sock, my nigga, or the soap in the sock. So, moral of the story is, if there is one, is that it could always be bad and go worse when you locked up. At any given moment, you could just lose your freedom even more. You know what I'm saying? Fortunately for me, I got away with a lot of shit, but, you know, I did a lot of time, and I lost a lot of years to prison. So we ain't glorifying shit, we just letting y'all know exactly how things was going down. Y'all already know what it is, man, Lions and Men. I got a lot more smoke for y'all, and we gonna get this shit pumping. Let's go.